Hey guys, here's a knife review of the Spyderco Delica 4 in BG10 from Seki City, Japan. This knife, I've had it for about a year now, and it's one of my main EDC blades. In this review and in all my reviews, I'm going to be doing this by a 4 or 5 step analysis, meaning I'm going to have 5 different categories that I will rate this and all my blades in, from 1 to 5 stars, or whatever, to kind of give you an idea of how good this knife will be in certain applications. Of course, your mileage may vary as far as how that works out in your favor, but this is how I feel about it, and I'm an average knife user, so I mean, I use them every day, but this will be, hopefully will help you out. The first one, we'll go over survivability with this blade, and for that I give it a 3 out of 5. The reason I don't give it a 5 out of 5 is because it is a folding knife, not a fixed blade, although it is a strong one with this lock back here. It is a really good solid knife, but when you're out in the woods like that, you kind of want to have a fixed blade. It's also not a very long blade. The actual cutting edge is much less than 3 inches. I think it's 2 3/8 or something like that. It's not very long. You do have some serrations here. I'm not a big fan of partial serrations, but they came with the knife, so whatever. I wouldn't really highly recommend having this knife, but of course, survival meaning, if you're just kind of out in the woods and you get lost or stuck or whatever, and you need a knife, and if this is all you got, it's all you got, so you got to kind of work with it. But as far as like skinning fish, or gutting fish and that kind of thing, or just basic small needs, this knife will do just fine. So it's about a 3 out of 5 for that one. Next, carryability. And I give this knife a 5 out of 5, even a 6 out of 5 for that, because it's a very, very thin package overall. It's really, really good for women to carry it. Typically women who wear tighter jeans or whatever, or I guess some of you guys out there. But it's a very, very thin profile knife, so when you wear it in your pocket, you hardly even feel it, which is kind of nice. But you don't really forget about it either, so that kind of helps. I give it a 6 out of 5 because you have 4 carry options with this blade: tip up or tip down, left or right side carry, and that's really nice, to have. The Delica 3 and previous models didn't have that. This Delica and the Endura both have that, and it's a nice feature to have. It's really, really light. I don't have the exact weight on it, but it's definitely under 4 ounces, which is a good kind of general carry weight that a lot of people use, I know. So for carryability, I definitely give it a 5 out of 5. Next, general EDC, everyday chores. I give this knife definitely a 5 out of 5 for that as well. It's it's easy to use. It has a small dip down towards the tip here. I don't know if you can really see that. It kind of comes down just slightly, and you can see right here I have some, maybe you can't see it. Anyway, I have some tape scuff marks here. That kind of, that's basically what I use this for, is box cutting and that kind of thing. And it does that job very well, and that little dip here kind of keeps it from cutting the product in the box or whatever. So that's kind of nice. I also like it because I work at a grocery store, and if I take this knife out, no one's gonna start screaming and running away at the sight of it. So that's kind of nice to know that I'm not gonna be scaring anybody when I'm using my blade. It's also really, really quick to deploy and to put away, one-handed, just like that, and one-handed put away. Just take it like this, flip the flip it down, adjust your hand, and pop it down like that. So that's kind of nice. Next, rescue ability. It's almost like a Wharncliffe style blade in that the blade kind of goes straight with the back spine coming down towards the edge. That is really good for rescue, because you can just pay attention to where you're cutting, and you don't have to pay attention really to where the tip is, because as long as you put the edge there, the tip is also kind of there, which, you know, makes for a lot safer rescue when that comes to that. For that, I give it probably a 3 out of 5, because it's not a fixed blade, so you cannot pry with it, and it doesn't have any glass breakers or anything like that. But it is just, you know, if you have to use it, you can definitely use it, so there's a 3 out of 5 for that. And lastly, fightability or defensibility. And for that, I give this knife a 4, maybe even a 4 out of 5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Because although a lot of people think it's really small, if you practice with any blade that has a good solid lock and deploys quickly, you know, you won't ever have a problem with that. So, you know, it's really easy to use in that way. Also, the jimping on the back spine here, Spyderco just gets that right. The Delica's 4 is the first version to actually have the back jimping, and it has this kind of jimping in back. I don't know if you can see that, but this is basically cosmetic. And then you have this fantastic choil right here, where your hand's really not going to slip up on this thing if you have it in a good grip. You know, and again, the deployment on it is wicked fast. Doing it with my left hand, but you know, you get the idea. It's really, it's quick. There's no stiffness to it whatsoever. Speaking of, every torque here is completely adjustable. Obviously the clip is too, because you can do it all those methods, but the main pin is adjustable, as well as all the other pins, or screws I should say. But there you go, that's my review of the Delica 4 from Spyderco in VG10 half serrated. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.